All right, Video Land, another Friday. So I am currently in Eugene, Oregon. Been here for a little over a week. As you know, I had this big comedy show last weekend at the Oregon Country Fair. I was invited by this mental health activism group to do some jokes at the Oregon Country Fair. An hour of material, actually, that I prepared very, very hard for. And really, the theme of my material, I think, is something positive. So I got yelled at and pretty much kicked off stage. I didn't actually get off stage, but I just kind of made some shit. I got yelled at by somebody in the audience for being offensive and inappropriate for a family, event. I guess the guy worked there. And I looked to the audience, to the woman who booked me. And as this guy was yelling, and by the way, this is a full-grown man wearing a tutu. So it's like everything goes at this Oregon Country Fair. It's a place of free expression. Some people, occasionally you get some people naked. A lot of topless women at this event with painted on bikinis. Worth checking out. A lot of weird shit at this thing, but apparently my jokes are offensive. And they had told me when I asked them, I specifically said, hey, I know there's going to be kids there, I know this, and that. Can you watch some videos of my stuff and check to see what I do so you have an idea of what to expect? Because you're asking me to, And she watched the videos, the person who booked me, and she said, yeah, just stay away from, anything that's sexist or racist. And I haven't even I was like not even to the point in my set where I was talking about sexist, racist stuff yet. At that point, all I had been talking about was psychiatric related things. And yeah, little hemorrhoids, but that goes hand in hand with psychiatry. So yeah, that went really, really bad. And then, so I think I actually maybe got through 10 minutes of my material. And they told me I had an hour. It was more like 20 or 30 minutes. It was a clusterfuck. I was really, really disappointed. On the plus side, afterwards I went to a party that was held by the founder of that mental health organization. He's no longer the director, but he's the guy that started it. And he heard what happened at the country fair, so he let me do my material at his party, and that went pretty well. There was a lot of older gray-haired women, and so some of the sex-related material, not that gray-haired women can't have sex, but whatever, not all of it flew. And then last night I went to open mic in Eugene, Oregon. And I had a woman in the audience start screaming and yelling at me at that too, but this time the audience was on my side. See, at the country fair, I looked to the audience because the woman that booked me was in the audience, and instead of having my back, she just yelled out, "Give us your G-rated material!" And I'm like, I don't, like, what do you think? I just, got an extra whole fucking hour, it's like, am I being offensive because I'm swearing? Do you want me just to not swear? Is it offensive because I talked about hemorrhoids? Is it offensive because I was talking about mental health and some weird stuff there? Will it be offensive if I talk about how I'm, against the school system? Is it offensive if I mention women or even mention black people? So then last night at open mic, someone started screaming and fucking yelling. I made some joke about Bernie Sanders and how he wanted to make college free. And I said that sounded like 4 more years of high school, and I wasn't interested. And this fucking woman went nuts. And she was yelling that I was being racist. I had some jokes about black people, or not even about black. I had jokes that involved black people earlier in the set. I don't even think they're about them. I don't know. So yeah, I'm in Eugene. I don't know, what I wanted to talk about this week was something different than that, but that had me really wrapped up emotionally for a few days, that whole country fair thing, because I'd really built it up to this thing. I was going to get a chance to do an hour of material, and I was really excited about that, and then it was a fucking disaster. So I got that whole hour prepared, and I don't know what to do exactly with it now, but I guess I should do whatever I would have done if the country fair went well. What I wanted to talk to you a little bit about was, I guess, addiction or something. So I've noticed that I've been all right. So I don't drink anymore. I don't smoke weed anymore. Um, and I know it sounds stupid coming out of my mouth, but I noticed that I started drinking kombucha as some kind of a stress relief or whatever kind of thing. And there's like a 0.5% alcohol by volume. But I get a buzz off the shit. I don't know if it's because I don't drink alcohol or because I'm on psychiatric meds, but I get a fucking buzz off it. And I didn't realize, like, it didn't really occur to me. Like, I had a friend I went out in North Carolina with, and there was a place that had kombucha, and I drank it. And I don't remember getting a buzz off it. I just remember enjoying it and thinking, oh, this is healthy. Oh, whatever. And then all of a sudden, like, I'd be buying it and drinking and, like, clearly enjoying the buzz of it. And then I remember when I had my trial, the morning that I went into the court, I had to take the train in. I didn't have money for the train ticket, so I had to go in. I tried to get change from this little convenience store. They wouldn't give me change. They told me I had to buy something, and they had kombucha there. And it says, like, health aid. Like, it's, like, got health written in big letters on the stuff, and you don't need an ID to buy it. Like, it's sold like this very, like, healthy product. So I was drinking it. I was like, oh, like, it does give you, like, this little mild kind of zzz to it. And so I drank one of those every fucking morning the morning I was in court. And it was good. And, like, so I found myself, like, drinking this shit. Knowing, like, I feel... And I know it sounds stupid or whatever. Like, I'm dismissing my own feelings about it here in this video. But I'm a little worried about it. You know, being in Oregon, like, fucking weed is everywhere here. I mean, I know they have stores that sell it legally and everything, but there's fucking like billboards advertising weed as if they need to raise awareness about it. I think everyone knows and it's for sale. And then you'd be around, like, I was around these like hippies all weekend that, like, they grow their own weed and stuff, and, you know, they were talking about how the stuff that they grow is the natural stuff, not hydroponically, not souped up with, it's like the old school stuff. I was like, fuck, man, maybe if it's like the old school stuff, maybe the old school stuff wasn't so bad for you. Maybe the addiction that I got to weed came from, like, all this cranked up, hydroponically optimized whatever weed. Like, maybe the natural stuff would be all right, but no, I mean, I didn't get high, but because, I mean, taking like one toke, I'd probably be fucking blitzed. There's no, like, mild way into it. Where, I mean, with this fucking kombucha, it's like, oh, I can have a drink and still do stuff. So that's a little dangerous about it, like. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to report next week that I haven't had any. Because I've been guzzling. I even got one in the fucking car, look. There you go. Drinking and driving, I guess. I used to drink and drive a lot. That's actually why one of the main reasons I stopped drinking was because I kept drinking and driving. Again, it's like 0.5% alcohol by volume. It's pretty fucking low, but I don't know. So that's what I got for you now. Plans are to stay in Oregon for a couple weeks. I just subletted a room. Then I'm going to go to this California homeschooling conference. I'm trying to come out with a new version of the website shortly. Presumably I need to do that before the homeschooling conference. Then I've got like another week to kill, and then I'm going to be taking part in not back to school camp this year. So that's really good stuff. I'm excited about that. All right. Over and out.